We are live. Good morning. It's an early start here in the UK. It's 7 a.m. I don't know what time it is where you folks are, but just let me know if you're watching the live, and if you're watching the replay, let me know where you're coming in from anyway. I'll just check that everything's going smoothly on the phone to make sure it's recording properly, and then we'll get going. But I just wanted to talk about um, intention of what I'm going to do. And intention of the mindful marketing that I want to perform for my audience. And why is it never simple to find anything? And yeah, literally just get more intentional with the marketing in a mindful manner. It just doesn't have to be salesy and pitchy. This time of morning is great for me because I'm on form. I'm invigorated from a good night's sleep, hopefully a good night's sleep most of the time. And so I just thought I'd jump on, show you my screen to share the ways that I'm minimizing my audience to just the bare bones. All of those people, I'm specifically going to talk about Facebook today, but all of those people that believe they need 5,000, the maximum amount of friends, I'm going to show you why it's hurting your reach, it's hurting your engagement, and it's creating work for you. And if you want another job, then that's absolutely fine. But reducing it to just 10, 20, 50, 100, or 200 people that love your stuff, absolutely love your stuff, and they could potentially become customers of yours. And this is intentional marketing, isn't it? So let me share the screen, and then we'll dive into the software that I use, which is the multiple tools for Facebook. And if you don't use this, you should. And I'll let you know it was $10. I don't know if it still is $10, but it's a phenomenal tool. I'm not an affiliate for it because you can't affiliate it, but I use it now to reduce my audience. And let me know when you see the screen, and I'll share Lock Maze multiple tools for Facebook Chrome extension. So I don't think you can get it on mobile, but this down here, the interaction scanner, is pretty much the only part of this tool that I use. There are other things that you can use, but if you want to know more about them, I'll go into details of those, but I barely use them. So what I do is, within the last 3 months, I put a date in there, and I did it yesterday. You can see it updated 12 hours ago, just to go through my housekeeping. Last year, I had 3,500 friends, which is great in some respects, but it was a lot of work. And actually, most of them are very unengaged. So what I try and do now is I'm reducing it down. It's 1,700. Excuse me. Let me have a look at my profile. I am at 1,700 friends, roughly. Yeah, 1,764. And so the engagement doesn't really matter as much to me. So let me just put in the 5th of September, which is 3 months ago. Let's update this. And while it's doing that, it really is a matter of seconds. And then I'll show you how I use this tool to remove friends. The other way is, if I go on my feed, usually if there are any birthdays, it tells me up on the right-hand side. Are there any birthdays? No. Typically, it doesn't look like there are. If I go here and look at his birthday is jumping out at me, events. No, birthdays is usually there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Birthdays is another way that I kind of think, should I wish them happy birthday? Do I even know who these people are? Probably not. So I delete them via that method, or actually check out first if we are, no, it's usually listed, but there we go, not to worry. That's one way of removing your friends, is look at their birthdays, come in here, see how many messages, and it tells you actually when they last engaged with you. So what I like to do is, on the reactions and comments, put in fewer than one reaction, fewer than one comment, less than one comment, and then it tells me. I went through this yesterday, and as you can see from the dates here, 1st to the 11th was when we last contacted each other. I did go through this yesterday, but as you can see, none of these are engaging. So I'm diving into Messenger more, because that is also part of my mindful marketing now. Looking at Messenger a lot more frequently, getting into a closer relationship with these folks. And if they're not chatty, that's absolutely fine too. But over the next couple of months, I'll be removing them. So I went through it yesterday, and I've chatted to quite a few of these people, as you can see, right, and it puts it in batches of 10. I will go in a batch of 100 because I think I went through the first 50 yesterday. So if we go down pretty much 50 names, we'll see that most of them are recent contacts. Find one that's not that recent. Carl Donald, August. Okay, so here's one from Hassan from June. 0 engagement, 0 likes, and 16 messages. So I can check his profile, see if he's active. October the 14th was his last post. The other thing I like to do in my mindful marketing is, being the good friend that I am. Here you can see some of my mutual friends. What I do, just so that they are aware that this person isn't any longer active, is to say to them, hey Todd, do you know that we're mutual friends with this guy? Take a quick screenshot, send it to him, and just say, look, he's not posted since whatever month. I don't know if he's still active in your group or on your profile, but you might want to do some housekeeping. And if I check in the messages just briefly, when was the last message? Did he even read it? Yeah, great to hear from you. Any topics you want covered? He's in my group, Hassan. So if you see this, Hassan, we need to engage some more. But I will keep him as a friend then, because obviously as a group member, I don't want to upset him. Let's have a look at Fazil. 7 messages. I don't believe Fazil's in the group. But, I need to go back to Hassan as well and just say, look, what do you want covering in the group? And are you seeing some of the messages? So this guy, again, April. So I haven't done housekeeping for a very long time. If I look at the messages, great profile, by the way, but obviously not busy. What's keeping you busy at the moment? He didn't reply. So, from June, it's really difficult. So I'll unfriend Basil. That is as simple as it needs to be. I'm removing as many as possible now so that the engagement goes up. And I'll stop sharing the screen now so you can have my lovely face back. And I'm literally removing all of my friends now. Firstly, like I said, it's work. If you've got 5,000 friends and some of them engage now and then or comment or message you, that's work. And if you've got a lot of people doing that, then that's hard work for me. And they may never buy, they may be selling you. So that's the first thing. Secondly, you don't need thousands of people. Your engagement and your reach is going to be a lot greater with the right kind of audience, with the right kind of people seeing your stuff. And then thirdly, social media is all about being social, isn't it? So I want to build friendships and relationships with these people to move it somewhere. I had a group of my profile is my own profile, and I know that people have a couple of different profiles, one they use for business and marketing against the terms of Facebook, but people do that. For me, I've only got my personal profile. I've segmented my list as well of friends into friends that I had before, which was about 700, and now the business and marketing friends that have become friends, but I've never met some of these people, or actually pretty much all of them. I've met a couple of people from online, but yeah, most of them are just people that I know from the online space. So I've segmented my list and I can do marketing directly to those instead of spamming all my friends that aren't business owners, that have regular day jobs and aren't actually interested in what I'm doing. So I want to build friendships with these people that I want to market with, market to, because it may be that I buy from them or they buy from me. And so the intention is mindful marketing from now on. I changed the Facebook group. I may set up a new YouTube channel away from What I'm Global, because what online global didn't mean a lot to people. It's still my business, it's still my company name, but there's a story behind that that I don't tell frequently enough. And it's basically, where did that come from? Where did what online global come from? Well, I was thinking, when you type something into Google or one of the other search engines, what do you type? You type in, what is the capital city of Great Britain or UK or England, or, for those that don't know the UK very well, what is the capital city of France? What is the square root of whatever? So as you can see, in search engines, it began with a what. And so online, we pretty much, everything we do now is online, isn't it? And then because I've got students around the world, global, what online global? There's a perfect story there, but for SEO, for search engine optimization, be that in Facebook, public posts are searched as part of SEO on social media. So it's got to be something with the niche in the title. So I wanted mindful marketing. Unfortunately, mindful marketing actually, and I thought about magnetic marketing too, but Dan Kennedy already nicked that one, stole that one away, and he's used it for one of his books. So I've gone with mindful marketing because I want it to have, I want to build those correct relationships with the right kind of people intentionally with authenticity, and build really good connections and less work. That's more than anything what I want, is less work to reach the right kind of people for the right kind of outcome. And mindful marketing now is all about the outcomes for my audience. So I've gone over, I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes, but I've gone over. So I'll check out now. If you watch the replay, drop a hashtag replay, and you'll see tons more stuff coming out from mindful marketing, and something maybe called the Mindful Marketing Minute and things like that. So the marketing minute is something that I've done before, and I might resurrect that just to get the message out there and be more intentional with my audience. Any questions, any comments, any topics that you'd like covered for a mindful marketing minute or whatever, just let me know and I'll cover those off. Great to see you, and I'll catch up really soon.